Mad Zepery was once a happy town. It was filled with laughter and joy. Children played in the streets, bakers sold fresh bread, the sun always seemed to shine. But then the curse struck. A darkness fell upon the town. The townspeople were afraid. They whispered of a wicked witch. Her name was Zygote, and she lived in the dark mountains. Zygote had cursed the town. She vowed to unleash her fury upon them. The townspeople felt trapped. They didn't know what to do. Some wanted to fight. Others wanted to flee. Fear gripped their hearts. One day the ground began to tremble. Cracks appeared in the earth. Then with a deafening roar, monstrous creatures emerged. They were made of rock and stone. These were Zygote's rock monsters. They were strong and destructive. The beasts rampaged through the town, leaving a trail of destruction. Buildings crumbled, crops were destroyed. Terror filled the air. The townspeople scattered in fear. They hid in their homes, but the rock monsters were relentless. They smashed through walls and doors. Nobody was safe.
Cackling.
Wicked witch. Zygote cackled with delight. She watched from her lair in the dark mountains. Her heart was filled with malice. She enjoyed the townspeople's suffering. Zygote had once been a beautiful sorceress, but her thirst for power consumed her. She turned to dark magic. It twisted her body and soul. She blamed the townspeople for her misfortune. They had rejected her advances. They had shunned her for her magic. Now they would pay. Fear overwhelmed the people of Mad Zepery. They could no longer bear the terror. They decided to abandon their homes. It was a difficult decision, but they saw no other choice.
They packed their meager belongings. They gathered their children and their loved ones. With heavy hearts, they left their town behind.
They became refugees in their own land. As they journeyed, they looked back at Mad Zepery. The rock monsters continued their rampage. The town was in ruins. The townspeople felt despair. They had lost everything. The townspeople wandered for days. They were lost and hopeless. Then one evening they encountered an old man. He was sitting by the road. He had a long white beard and piercing blue eyes. The old man was Wizard Boffayo. He was known for his wisdom and kindness. He listened patiently as the townspeople told their tale of woe. He nodded sadly.
Fear has driven you from your home, but fear alone cannot save you. You must find the courage to fight.
The townspeople were taken aback by Boffayo's words. They had been so consumed by fear that they had forgotten how to be brave. But Boffayo's words sparked a flicker of hope in their hearts.
The curse can only be broken by defeating Zygote. It will be a perilous journey, but I will help you.
Boffayo led the townspeople to a hidden cave. Inside, he showed them a chest filled with magical swords. Each sword shimmered with an inner light. It radiated with an aura of power. Section 7. The Power of Unity. The townspeople were amazed by the swords. They had never seen anything like it. They each took a sword and felt a surge of courage course through their veins.
These swords are imbued with the power of unity. Together you are stronger than you realize. Remember, Zygote's power feeds on your fear. Do not give in to it.
The townspeople practiced with the swords. They learned to fight as one. They supported each other. They encouraged each other. Slowly, their fear began to dissipate. It was replaced by a newfound determination. Section 8. Confronting the Witch. The journey back to Mad Zepery was long and arduous, but the townspeople were no longer afraid. They were united in their purpose. They would defeat Zygote and free their town.
We will fight our way through no matter what stands in our path.
Together we can overcome anything.
They fought their way through hordes of rock monsters. The magical swords cut through the stone creatures with ease. Finally, they reached the dark mountains. They stood before Zygote's lair. The entrance to the lair was a gaping maw of darkness. The air crackled with dark energy. The townspeople steeled themselves. They were ready to face their fears. Section 9. Victory and Liberation. Zygote awaited the townspeople. She was confident in her power, but she had underestimated their courage. The townspeople charged into the lair, their swords raised high.
You think you can defeat me? Foolish mortals.
The battle was fierce. But the townspeople fought with bravery and skill. They fought as one, their swords moving in perfect unison. Zygote's magic was useless against their unity. Finally, with a mighty blow, they struck down Zygote. The witch let out a deafening shriek as her power dissipated. The curse was broken. Section 10. Echoes of Bravery. With Zygote defeated, the rock monsters crumbled. The darkness lifted from Mad Zepery. The town was free. The townspeople returned to their homes. They began to rebuild their lives.
Mad Zepery is free once more. S3, we did it. We really did it.
The curse of Mad Zepery taught them the importance of bravery, humility, and unity. They had faced their fears, they had overcome adversity, and they had emerged stronger than ever before. The tale of their victory became a legend. It was passed down through generations. It served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can triumph over despair.